Quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you?
A little weird.
You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that?
He's no more.
Because she's something of a
What,
hero
Pyro?
in these parts. You hurt her. I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Alright then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
These guys are poached chocobos,
Yes.
but they're so delicious. Damn, these Blue Wolf combos. That spinning air move the wolf does reminds me of the lateral spin move that Simba does in Kingdom Hearts.
True.
Lions known for their excessive spinning and drifting capabilities. You really invested in that one.
That was by accident. Ah, bitch. I do like that you can actually parry enemies. I found that out by accidentally hitting someone while they were attacking me.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Is this our chocobo? It is!
Ambrosia.
Reunited after
You survived.
18 years.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
It was our chocobo from 18 years ago.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Oh, do we get a mount?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight.
You don't need a horse.
Oh,
You
Nope.
need a
right
fat
where you
black
are.
chocobo from Chinese KFC tournament.
I'm assuming the other two will be for other party members.
KFC, bring back the raid boss. Let people suffer for their mounts.
Oh,
This is
she's
not
got an eye
Ghost Fight Zero.
patch.
Oh my gosh.
Chocobo with an eye
Metal Gear
patch.
Solid Metal Gear Solid 5-ing it up. Give everyone eye patches. Even the dog.
Yep.
How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Must have been.
It definitely was us.
Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
Yeah, we did help this guy in the past.
Must be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
I wonder what would have happened if I didn't help him then.
Take
Wonder-
care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
I wonder if we didn't help him, then this quest might have been locked. Maybe we might have still gotten the quest. I don't know. I do my side quests, so I would never know. Brogia's Tack. Chocobo unlocked. Okay. Mount up. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Faithful stead. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the Chocobo.
Good girl.
All the music. I heard the music for a second. It's raining. I was like, slow down. Yeah, it's like, stop. I can't move while doing this.
Faster.
Let's go. Alright, this will make exploring like 10,000 times easier. When I'm not trying to fight everything along the way. I think we've gotten everything in this area though. This is fun though, we got our mount back. Doesn't seem like there's any other quests, so we can just return to the hideaway. But we have mount, so we can travel faster.
Finally.
Where's Gav?
Alright, now that we're back here, let me find... It's the Artstone? It is.
I hear there's trouble.
Artstone. Talk to you in a second. All virtue. This is where we can do training mode. I wonder if we can do train options. Oh, it doesn't look like we can do icon. I turn into an icon. Damn. Just puts us like this. I don't even have my partner. I guess this would have been solo, but I guess I can I do partner settings? Yeah. Torgal. Those little neat things. I was hoping I could do icon stuff, but I guess I can't do it in this. Maybe this is what this is.
Bring back the sphere grid.
Not until FF10 remake. Anyway, what's up, Gav?
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. No, shut up. Not right now. We're in a cutscene.
Byron Rossfield.
Oh, I can answer it.
Lord
We have a
Byron
rebel.
Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
To Drake's Breath. Something new unlocked? The Cubo board isn't going to be new. The other dude we knew before. Yeah, Otto's counter is now open. Otto's. New facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now open. The aliens reports, the Patreon's whisper, and the hunt board. The hunt board was what I knew about to begin with. So now it's finally here.
The monster hunt.
We really can. I actually hunted something earlier. I hunted an eyeball
but
with wings. That was
when
part of
are
the
they
story.
gonna make when are they gonna make bathrooms available?
Never. Anyway. There's a quest all the way the fuck over there.
What if we gotta take a shit?
I call my chocobo right now in
Shower.
here.
People be stinking in this game.
Oh yeah.
None of the boys in Final Fantasy 15 stinked. They're
That's
in
true.
pristine bad boy condition. Even Gladiolus with his shirt off the whole time.
Was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything alright?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martell's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers.
Hold on, let me make sure the doorway's unlocked. take.
You couldn't take.
Alright, I'm back.
Seems better than coming from you.
My dogs.
Welcome back.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Sad face.
You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
The fruits of her labor. Apples. All over there? Oh, one dude's just all the fuck over there.
Did you come through the forge today?
Yeah, whatever, I might as well just continue this way. I don't even know what's over here anyway.
And you say Sid built this place?
Actually, I'll come look at those in a second.
Right. Yep. You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Straight from my pocket.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started.
Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
That flea's as ragged as a goat's lot.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. Yeah, sounds about right to me. Excuse me, sir?
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her? After all these years? I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
True.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
The display item, okay. Alright, so let's go.
That brings up the review 1 point for me. I love customizing the hub.
Yeah, you can customize your little hub area stuff.
I love that shit.
I'm going the wrong way.
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear?
Nothing.
That it?
Nothing.
Fine.
Okay, we got stuff at the reading table. Let's go check our mail. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna bother. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I'm gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia. Or should I say Whiteheart? You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? What kind? Alright, so there's the state of the realm. There's the hunt board and the Patreon. I have no clue what this Patreon's Whisper is, and I think the Alien report, it just shows us where side quests are in the world and how many are left. And seeing as there's no marker on it, it means we've done all the ones up until now. But we can still check.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe. Clive, here you go.
Yeah, nothing.
Think you can help?
Alright, so what is this?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Alright, give me... hold on, before we look at this, give me 1 second, I'll be right back again.
No problem.
Okay, I'm back again. Alright, let's listen to these Patreons Whisper.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Complete Psychos were on Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patreon's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Well, I mean...
all yours. Here you are.
Okay, so, like, we can get up to here because we have 65. A Berserk Ring. Ooh. Expand renown to unlock. Okay. So doing more side quests gives us rewards. Oh, I just realized I got 400 ability points. Alright. Talk of the Tea House. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Hertstruck Dowager?
You have your fair pick of wenches, dude.
This one's called Respect. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The Blood Axes.
Come again.
That's pretty cool. I like that. They reward you for doing your quests. Even more than I already do. Alright, Hector. Clive, there you are, Cupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Cupo.
The hunt board. It's It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Cupo. I know all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Cupo, I am the mightiest of all the Muggles. No fiend on the forest or ghoul of the... Oh, fucking shit! So I need you all to slay them all, Cupo.
Right. Well...
You heard about catch them all, but how about slay them all? Ha 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 ha!
The people of Alice
I gotta read faster.
Already. Or with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Well, thank you, Cupo. It's good to have found someone who understands me, Cupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board, so if there's anything you need to know, Cupo, I'm your Moogle. Right. The Hump Board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the Hump Board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So we have two. The Angel of Death. And Belphegor. Okay, so this is Clairview Sandbreck. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. And Belphegor. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the phaeton down before it makes trenches of the nearby villages. Trenchers. So this is C and this is B. Okay, we'll do the Angel of Death. It's Clairview Sandbreck and the Broken Hilt Rosaria. Clairview Sandbreck. Let me write these down. Oh, I don't forget. So Broken Hilt Rosaria and Clairview Sandbreck. Okay. Then let's go attempt to hunt both of them. I'm assuming that other one's gonna be harder. Belphegor. Okay. Never mind. The game has told us, no, we have to go here. So it doesn't look like we're actually gonna be able to go actually hunt these beasts for now. Well. Rip. Rip. I didn't get access to it right now, so I didn't have a choice. Well. We'll do it afterwards, when we actually get a chance to fast travel to other places. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Interesting that she says that.
Come on.
I don't think ever since the day we found her, after the 13 years, she has not turned into Shiva.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Didn't realize. Oh, we can fast travel again. I kinda want to. Want to check these hunts out. Lost Wing, Northreach, Randall Vents. I guess this will be one of the closest places? I don't know. Travel here. So does it say Clairview? Okay, so Clairview is here. So it's somewhere in this area. Is one of them.
Look at this.
Let me save first. Just in case.
Please.
No, these aren't it.
Come on. Faster.
Just kind of check around the area. We're looking for a harpy. There it is, right there. I see it. That has to be it. That's like the only thing with feathers that was out here last time.
You deserve a rest.
Oh, what's one of these? Aruna. We fought these things during Garuda.
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
I like the music.
It is really good.
Nice try.
Down to the ground. Fuck, I shouldn't have air stall. Nice. Not that bad. So granted, I kind of already know those things pattern pretty easily because I fought a lot of them. Even when I was fighting Garuda.
Easier than learning patterns in Dark Souls.
I know I will.
Alright, so the last one is in the Broken Hilt in Rosaria. It's probably not going to be here. Because I highly doubt it would be actually here. Just double check my map. I don't see it anyway on my locations. Because I think this is the Sandbreak region. This is Rosaria's region. The Broken Hilt. It's not going to be in the dim. I think the Broken Hilt was near Eastpool. Because it talked about it being near Eastpool. So it should be kind of close by. Yep, right there, the Broken Hilt. Which isn't that big, so I would assume it's right here. Damn this shit. Ugh. Yeah, set a marker. That's my guess.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Enough of you, are there?
Yep, there it is.
Straight home now.
Okay. Belphegor. Ding. 30. A little above my level. Ah.
What was that devil trigger?
That's my limit burst. It restores my HP and gives me my stuff enhanced attacks.
Devil trigger.
Yeah. Fuck. The ground. Just move. Nice. Let's go. 700 XP. Makes sense because I was underleveled. Dragon's Talon. But alright, that's all the notorious marks slain. At least for now. Let's turn back to the hideaway. I think we can get the next renown reward. Maybe. Because that's 20 right now. I think we're at 65, so that should put us at 85. Plus the 10 from the other one, so it'll put us about 95. We're 5 away from expanding the renown rewards. New missive. Oh, just someone else gave us a letter. We can go back there and look at it.
So Martha's all right.
Definitely want to keep checking back on these. Those hunts are fun.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
Alright, we did get it. Pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of a clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings, particularly in a moored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan.
You know what a courtesan is, Zero?
No.
Best of luck out there.
I'm gonna say I do.
All my homies out there who play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, raise your hand in the chat.
What does this Berserk Ring do? Temporarily increase attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Yo, I like that. I'm good at precision dodging. Once I really get familiar with stuff. I like this setup. I like this ring. This might be a permanent stay. I didn't even realize we got this sash. Better than this one. Let me show the rest of my equipment. Alright, let's go see if we can make anything. I doubt it. I don't think we can make anything, but hey, might as well go look. We can upgrade.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
You would be damn right.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Clive? Sorry, will it be?
Nothing new. Of course. Nothing. I'm assuming we can do a quest later, maybe for him, and upgrade some of our older gear. Alright, before we continue on with the story, a letter. Who gave us a letter? An apple a day. Otto. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning, sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze. They were... I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Well, the time you catch none but Sid's supping on these. What for their foul bite? But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now, Sid. Look at us now. Sid would be proud.
If you happen to go up against any doctor-type enemies, be sure to use apple moves.
You're right. Alright, now we can actually progress after we've done all the hunts now. I wanted to get those out of the way, because not only do I get the Renown Ward, but...
I've spec'd into the carrot build. For accuracy.
Fair. Don't want to miss, you know. I already killed these guys before, so I'm just gonna grab this.
Which one do you think Mayan uses?
Banana.
Don't say it on stream. Okay.
Well, he said it himself, so.
Oh, that's right.
Ends with that banana breathing. Fuck you in particular. I remember I also have this move. I remember because it's a hold move. I gotta hold the charge of it. I dropped 2 goblin coins. It's good for sell. I have all this gil, but I don't know what to spend it on really. I could spend it on music tracks, but I just haven't because I'm just in case I need it for something else later.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
What's our father?
Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Dicks.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
She wearing a combat skirt.
Like the miller's son.
All right, I heard you the first time.
Giving it the old Weiss look.
Yeah. What you got, merchant? She's the dominant of ice, so she has ice powers. She is the host for Shiva.
Oh, I was close then.
Yeah, you actually kind of were.
That was a shot in the dark.
Ooh, elixirs. Ooh. Actually gonna buy 2 of these.
There you are.
Also fill up my potions.
One? Much obliged.
Which one? There's 2. There's 2 in this game. There's a Freet and there's Phoenix. We the main character are a Freet.
Into the roads now.
Our brother is Phoenix.
Not Phoenix.
See, there's a Freet in the background. There's Garuda, Phoenix, and Ramu. Sup, Mr. Youth?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Hmm.
You have to be dull
Since
as to think you could take on the Empire. What were there 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Someone else is causing trouble, and that isn't us. No.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands people could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help
You sound
noticing
dead inside.
those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
No information. Not much more information, but we got at least some.
With a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Annabelle's a prick.
With fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Onwards, I guess. We'll go fair distance. Just walk it.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Run like the wind.
If they're enemies, though, I will stop and try to kill them. Fallen.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more.
Oh yeah, chocobo combat. Bitch. Bitch.
Mounted combat.
Alright, well, it's got its perks, but my sword does better. I do like, so if you master, because there's mastering abilities, if you master, like, because these abilities transfer to a free, so whatever you unlock on, like, this main branch goes to a free. So it's super good to unlock everything here. So
What is a free?
Freet's the icon. Our spear, like our Esper that we control.
Oh.
So when we go, like, fight, like, Titan, Titan, Bahamut and stuff like that, this is who we're going to turn into, and we get full control of them. So it's very good to purchase all of these abilities, and I basically mastered all of them, because they not only were they cheap, but I felt like they would be handy, and they kind of are, because they do more damage, more stagger, and they add fire effects to your blade. From what I've noticed though, I need to check these. I should probably buy one of these. Or buy them. Oh no, I have this one. I bought this one after I did the fight with the Freet. Let me buy this. So now I wonder, because I bought those, that a Freet now has these skills. That a Freet now has skills now. Because I bought these abilities. Because I got the ability to get these after I started getting control of a Freet. Obviously a Freet can't get these on the outside. These are just for myself. If it looks like that way, then it should be one right here, 2, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should get about 8 icons. Because this is Phoenix, Garuda, Ramu. We should get Titan. And I don't know what the other 4 are going to be. I'm assuming Bahamut, Odin, Titan, and I don't know what the last one's going to be. Maybe Ultima?
Cactuar.
If only. I doubt they give us something like that.
More powerful than Bahamut.
Sometimes? Yes. That's SP too. What? On bombs. Seems. Oh, it's a chest. Bullhorn's braid. Increase lunge damage by 5%. I mean, lunge is strong, but it's a good move, but I don't think about increasing the damage of this. Use an accessory slot to increase the damage of that one move.
More of my mother's men.
This. Is there anything in this pathway? A little something. Some enemies. A lot of materials. Don't mind if I do. Cause I'm so used to not having Ramu there, so I keep switching to him and trying to teleport. So that's why every time I go from this stance and I pull stuff, launch stuff, I go into this and I immediately exit because I'm just like, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Still got to get him. Blood.
Blood, Clive.
A lot of it.
Someone ate too much McDonald's on the castle wall. They spilled their ketchup packets.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of reserve.
What?
Yo. Fight me, bitch.
They're gonna step in poopy with their noses so high in the air.
Facts.
I love that drop kick. No, not drop kick. Soccer kick.
Interesting. Alright, I did not know that. If you charge your magic on a certain icon, you swap the other ones, it still retains the element of the icon you were charging on. I charged Thundara and I swapped to Phoenix.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift.
At least I think so. I need to test it again.
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
So let me test this real quickly. Chose Thunder. No, okay, I didn't. I thought it did. I think I swapped it back to the stance by accident. It does retain the charge of the other element. It just swaps it to the other one. Now it goes to Thundara and Alfira. Wonder if I'll get the August spells. I probably will. It's probably like something later I learn. Definitely want to get that and master that immediately, because it makes charging those things faster.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Yikes. It's everyone we saved after the 5 years.
This was my mother's doing.
Mom!
Why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
She's gone way too far. She's a bitch, but this solidified it even more.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Still have a ways to go, too. So much death in this realm.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire
Sorry, hold on, Clive.
would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Since I can kill enough of these enemies here to get a level at least. Pretty close. And it went this way. Something.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Be gone.
You won't survive another night.
Where am I to go?
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let us into the capital?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
That's where I live.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
It's kind of where we're heading to. I was hoping maybe it stood me in the air a little bit, but no. Make it one more over.
All yours, Torgal.
This one.
Some more enemies over here. Oh, walk into the center? Maybe that was them. Damn, she can freeze the enemies? That's crazy. The dude was literally frozen in midair. I had a feeling she could freeze, but I never actually seen it. Because she usually picks her own fight.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Though my uncle fared better. Time to fight.
I got dead.
should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Start with the main gates. I guess over here. Something optional. You go kill the things down here first. Getting that companion. Actually, we're really close to maxing out his sick and ravage. Good boy, Torgal. Wonder if there'll be Torgal attack potency and increases in Torgal's. I wonder if there'll be other ones besides just Torgal. Like maybe after we do this with Jill, maybe Jill becomes actually commandable. As I say, you guys gonna wake up from the fucking... There it is, there's my level.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
That's that area. Come over here. Someone can't go in through this way either? Nope. It's blocked off.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, good enough for
Fuck off! Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Rowdy bunch they are.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
The side entrance I was trying to get into.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Eh.
As long as it is abandoned.
Better than nothing. Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
There's supposed to be 3 chocobos, so I guess we're gonna get a 4th companion later that follows us. Because Torgal rides on his own.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Just you.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Looks we're doing this the hard way, boys.
I was gonna suggest one of you do the sexy dance while the other one sneaks past. You, of course, will be the dancer.
Obviously.
And then the dog sneaks past.
I love ending on that one. It's random which one I get, but that's hilarious though.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Wait, no, that's...
Can't be. I was there when you died.
That was our companion from the beginning. He accompanied us on our first mission. Oh, what was his name?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
Remind me who your name is. I remember Wade. Thank you.
So Wade.
I can't believe he lived this long.
We can speak inside.
I'm so sorry about killing all your men. Oh no, they're alive. Never mind. Never mind. Well, one of them might actually be dead. Definitely stabbed the dude in the head.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
Oh, so they were looking for these guys.
There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye.
foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Curious about this son you mentioned.
This endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
What is it you require?
Wenches.
It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway.
Bring the axe, man.
He's a guest, so I guess he is joining us no matter what.
Yes.
He's following. There is no TPing. There's just we gotta go on foot.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
By AKA on foot, I mean go on chocobo.
Pursuing the Black Shields.
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
You ride.
Do they have their own chocobos?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Chocobo doesn't need one.
Why does the wolf have a chocobo?
You don't need one.
Come along now.
Get him a chocobo.
There they are.
Teach this dog to play Street Fighter.
My lord.
Let's get off of this for now. Ass hats. Right here.
Did you catch the game last night?
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Excuse me?
Die along with your flame! Forest area!
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Damn, they're all on their asses.
True.
Not very high and mighty.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank! Another wyvern to fight that battle for them. Let's try.
More dragons! The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Oh, a dragoon.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
I've seen that move before. I used it in Monster Hunter as an emote.
True.
to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
There we go. Dragoon has been slain.
Oh, that's where the Dragoon armor at Must Honor comes from. That ugly guy.
I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
Speaking of that ugly guy.
It did. It bloody worked.
But I wonder if Behemoth is a hunted monster in this game.
Bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Port Isolde now? At least try to go in there?
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Seal?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Yep. Burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Fortunately, they're both dead. Yeah, Lord Murdoch and Tyler are both dead.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
What is Olde? Imperial Providence of Rosaria. Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Mom said it was my turn to play the hero.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
That's amazing.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I want to go. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Missive, a side quest, 2 side quests. But this one is different though. This seems to be an upgrade to the blacksmith. Ooh. Let's check the hunts. I'm assuming there's no new ones. Figured. Alright. Blacksmith Blues.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. But normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Think it would help?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
I could have sworn we had a few. That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
You calling our dog a monster, asshole?
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen.
Griffin?
We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Alright, go to the hunt board? Yes, I do.
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical
You said you were hoping to hunt down a griffin cupo, then I can really... There's a horrible one of the idols called Dawsmare. It's also a B rank. Cairnovent, Westgate, Sandbrook. Time to go. Cairnovent. Where could it? I feel it's to my right.
All right.
Hmm. Over here? Oh, you guys ran to me. Here? Everyone up here. Oh, that's just an Imperial lighthouse. Maybe over here in this area? Kill these guys, I guess.
To me, Blade! Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Come on.
Yeah!
I'll go where my ping is. Don't see any noticeable monsters standing out. A lot of raptors, no actual... Okay, so if it isn't here, then where the fuck is it? Oh, is it like... Oh, wait, I think it's... I'm such an idiot. I think it's there now, actually. Yeah, it's towards this side.
Ready, go?
strong feeling it's up there. Oh? Really?
Enough of you, are there? You deserve a rest.
It's another one of these stones that I can't activate.
Another
Dude,
one.
where the fuck is this?
You streaming right now or no?
Yes. Where is this griffin?
Good girl.
I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. Frickin', I only got on just to say I was on today. Because I said I would be. I'm doing my dailies and I'm probably gonna head out. I'm freaking tired for no reason.
Understandable.
I'm playing a game of Overwatch with some freaks.
That doesn't narrow it down a whole lot.
It's my friend's friends.
Alright.
They're eating almonds and talking about Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Don't see anything noticeable.
I saw that meme one time and now I just see it everywhere.
It's brought to you by the Shadow Government.
By
You up
losers.
there?
They're calling me back. Ghost, you want to play DRG or no?
Nah, like I just said, Zero. I'm needlessly tired, and as soon as I do my dailies and stuff, I'm probably gonna head to bed.
Understandable.
Just pop into the top for a bit.
I hope everyone sleeps well. I'm needed.
Bye bye.
Bro, where the fuck is the griffin? It's not it. It's a vulture. Just random chocobos. Random chocobos. Just raptors. Wolves. Do I have to go back to the hideout just to look at where it is again?
That'll do, girl.
You know what? I don't have to do that. I have my stream for a reason.
He's checking the footage.
Yep, replaying the footage. Talk to her. Go to the hunt board. Ask about the griffin. Okay. The griffin, Carinor Vent, West Gate, Sandbrook. Let's see. Now, here's the issue. Fuck. What is considered the West Gate? Dragon's Eyrie, Northreach, Ostwing. Do I have to go into Carinor Vent? I guess I do. Let me go in. No, that's the world map. Okay. I went here. That's not the right area. I didn't go here. I could check there. I went here and I went here. I went here. I checked here. Like, I don't know where else there is for me to go.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Check this far left side. But I checked that area, I'm pretty sure, because I went over here to the right. Because I went to the dragon area. Huh. I've been over here. Chest. Do the chest. I honestly don't know where else to go. Wait, Carinor Vent Rivergate. So that's the Rivergate. Is it over here? There's no way. Holy Eye. Holy Hand. East Watch. North Pole. This is the only other part, because this is Carinor Vent, the Rivergate. And this is to the west. Oh my fucking... Watch it be over here now. Watch. Because I didn't zoom far enough into the map to see that. Ooh, I'm about to hate myself. Making sure I'm going the right way. Watch the griffin be here.
Ready, go?
Let's go, Ambrosia. Thank God I got my chocobo.
All right. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey.
Oh my God.
Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
This is definitely the right area because I got dialogue for it. Oh, there it is. Genuine Griffin. Dawsmare.
The luck will have to wait. Torgal, look sharp.
Ah, I got that parry on deck. Okay, well I couldn't do anything. I literally was mashing my dodge. Double dive. I gotta jump that.
Too slow.
Bro, I tried dodging that. But I just mentioned that again. I still did the same exact thing. I fucking... Alright, well. It's dead. Which of me being an idiot throughout most of that fight. Scarlet. Scarletites. He's dead.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Hopefully is correct.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Some leather.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
That should upgrade our blacksmith now.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Blacksmith's Blues. Drakeslayer's belt design draft. Drakeslayer's belt recipe unlocked. Assuming I can start getting recipes now. Design drafts. You will obtain the design draft for the Drakeslayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorn in the Hideaway for details on material requirements.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Electrum.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can't make any of those yet, so.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Increase skill earned by 35%. XP by 15. Ability points by 20%.
again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Well, we're going to Martha's Rest.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Scorpion tails. Just...
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Good girl.
Faster! It's over.
I'd better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Turn this in.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's Stew,
disgusting.
risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
This dude. Time is it? 12:01. Yeah, I think this is where we'll call it quits for now. Alright. Next time, hopefully, tomorrow, we shall get a lot further than we did today. A lot of technical issues. Well, not really technical issues, I just had a lot of errors. I say errors. I had a lot of stuff to do, in general. So it took me a while to just sit down and grind some of this. Tomorrow we should be back for more FF16. And we shall hopefully get to the next Icon fight, potentially. Who knows? On that note, everyone has a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another stream of FF16.